Hi there. Thank you for coming to this Sunday sermon. Sorry I had to do it on Monday. There was technical difficulties, but I'll make sure there's a video on here every week. This topic, what I'm trying to go over is duties of children. Duties of children are very important. So this is going out to the youth out there mainly this week and the teenagers. Anybody under 18 that has a mom, dad, and all that good stuff. And there's some people unfortunately that are orphans out there that do have adopted parents. So it's going for them to whatever the circumstance is. There's some children that don't even have parents out there, which I do feel I will pray for each and every orphan that doesn't have parents out there. And really, what I'm saying is that to your youth out there, you're very lucky if you have a mom and dad or a single parent, because there's a lot of children out there that don't have a mom or dad. Um, Really, in the Word, under Exodus 20:12, it states is you honor your mother. I'll even go into the Bible for you. It's on page 89 in my book. Um, 89. It's 20:12, and it says under the 20 verse 12, honor your father and your mother so that you may live for a long time in the land of the Lord your God is giving you. What's that stating is as long as you're respecting both your mom and dad, or whatever your situation is, God will give you a long, prosperous life. If you really want to live a long time on God's land, as long as you obey your mom and dad, you'll be fine. Because if you're not obeying your mom or dad, you're really disobeying God Himself, which you don't really want to do that. You want to try to stay on the right path. You know, there's been a lot of incidents where I've seen parents and children fighting, even in my household, over laptops or computers. There'd be 5 laptops, and you got your children fighting over one laptop. The good thing that I've seen is if you guys can get together as children, if you have brothers and sisters, try to do a sharing time. Hey, I'll use it for an hour, and then you use it for an hour. That really works out well. Or just go to the computer and go on the internet. Why do you have to have the certain laptop? Oh, it might be fast running or it might be quick. I understand that, but you can still get the same amount of internet off of your other computer in the home. I've seen children fight over their flip flops. Wow, you put on my flip flops, you better take them out. Come on, don't fight over flip flops. That's silly. That's really silly. Let them wear them. Just if they're using going out the backyard or taking out garbage or whatnot. Don't sit there and yell at them. For wearing your flip flops or stuff like that. Satan wants to go into your family and divide it, and he will divide it if he can. Just like he's dividing a lot of churches out there. To be honest with you, really, all you youth and children out there, please try to honor your parents. Because if they're both working out there, you can try to do dishes for them, do the housework, cook and clean, because then that gives your parents more time. And I've noticed, if your parents are less stressed, as a parent or parents are less stressed, they'll do a lot more for you because they're out there working, making money, paying for your shelter, your food, your clothing, pencils and stuff for your school, when you get a car, your car insurance, your vehicle. Think about it. Give your parents less stress because they got a lot of stress in their lives about how they're going to, pay the rent, make sure you got clothing, your medical bills are paid, food, everything. I mean, a parent's got a very stressful life, and as a kid, you have free rent, free responsibilities. You should be out there having fun, as a child, and being cool out there, not being mean, honoring your parents, respecting them, and do chores if you can. And even if they didn't assign you chores, just try to go out there and do chores. Make less stress on your parents. I'm not saying all children, are like that. I'm just letting you know that the most of the rebellion from child to mom and dad is because it's over very, 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 very stupid stuff. If you really think about it, try to sit your mom and dad down at the dinner table. If you think that you were right, let them know how you were right and just try to discuss it out. Don't say I'm right and you're wrong, and don't do that. Just don't. Just let them know how you feel. Now, if you got now, all you youth and children out there, if you got parents that are drinking and that are on drugs and they don't listen to you, try to talk to them soberly at the table and let them know how you think and how you feel or what they're doing to themselves and how it's affecting you as a person. If you affect them soberly, that might hit them. Pray for them. Let God know. Fast. Give up something you enjoy to do for 3 days. Go to your closet, your personal spot. Fast. Give it to God. God will try to help you out on that matter too. Um, there's a lot of circumstances out there. I don't know them all, but The major topic of my sermon is the duties of a children. Because if you go into like Proverbs 795 in my book, let me see if I can get there real quickly for you. 795. 795. 795, and it is chapter 10, 1. And it says under 10:1, a wise son makes his family happy, but a foolish son brings grief to his mother. Think about that. Think about that. A wise son makes his father happy, but a foolish son brings grief to his mother. Any parent does not like to see their child to fail. But if they do fail, your parents are very supportive. Don't be a poor sport if it comes to a game, if you lose a baseball game and you get all mad about it. You know, it's not about if you win or lose, it's how you played the game. You know, a lot of children out there are being very, very sports competitive. There's a couple of baseball games I went to, and I was, shocked about a mom, what she said about her child. I won't get into details on that. But there's a lot of parents out there that are pushing their children too far. The parents out there that are pushing their children too far need to back off. Need to back off and let them be children, so that way they can be more responsible as a child to get good grades in school, so that way they don't have to worry about always pleasing you. Now the children out there that are being foolish to their parents and back talking them, acting all big and bad and going in their face, and attempting to do things to them, that's got to quit. Satan's really trying to divide you there, and you really got to think, why am I doing this to my mom and dad? Why am I being so selfish? Really get to the root of the problem, because a lot of times you think, well, hey, I know what I'm talking about. Your parents do. Your parents know a lot of things because they're wiser. I'm not saying that you're always wrong, because there's going to be some times where the parents are wrong. There's going to be a lot of times where you're wrong too. You just got to work it out, at the table, at the dinner table, at dinner when dinner comes, and let them know how you feel and go from there. Usually when you talk and work it out, and you guys find the root of the problem, it always works out, and God will always help you to work out the problem too. I'm not, saying, like I said, I'm not perfect neither. I got some issues in my family that I got to deal with, but I give it all to my Lord God and Jesus Christ. So to try to make my children better people. Hopefully they watch this video and take some of the advice from me off of this video, because a lot of times they don't listen to me in person. They just don't. It's just hard. Maybe if they look at the video, they're like, wow, Dad does, send out a point or whatever, and hopefully they get something out of it. Once again, I made this mainly for the youth and children tonight, and the reason why I'm trying to send out a shout out to you guys is I don't want to see you guys go down the road to ruins, because Satan wants you, Satan's got a very short time to live, and he wants to take a lot of you guys with him. But once Satan dies, God's going to put him in the lake of fire with every non-believer that believes, every non-believer is going to the lake of fire. I want to live forever. I hope you guys do. I want to be with God, Jesus Christ, in the land up there and enjoy things with him. But keep this in mind, all you youth out there and all your children, if you think one thing, what would Jesus do? If you think like that, you'll never go wrong. You'll never disobey your parents. You'll never disobey teachers, your authority figures. Keep that in mind. Like I said, if you have any problems that you want to call me about toll free, that there might be a drug problem or an alcohol problem with parents, call me at 877-812-4119 toll free for free advice, and all the advice is kept confidentially. Once again, God bless you out there. I got to keep these videos short. Once again, I'm looking into find where I can make the videos longer. Thank you for visiting my site again. Check it all out. We're going to have new pages come aboard and all that good stuff. And just check out our website. We're going to be updating it weekly. Once again, God bless. And keep that in mind, all you youth out there. And God bless all your family out there. I pray for everybody out there that's sick and needs God's healing power. I pray for all you out there that needs money, financial problems. I pray for you guys all out there in any need. Once again, God bless you guys all out there, and may Jesus Christ be into your heart.